Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. In this video, we're going to be breaking down the top teams for the Glyphshade Guild Supremacy boss using this amazing infographic made by Laurie from the Yapala Discord. So we have 6 different teams here, but don't get overwhelmed. We're going to talk through them and basically based on the hero upgrades you have, I will tell you what is your overall top team. There's one other team I have to show you after these 6 weeks to talk about, which is our top performer. However, it hasn't yet been incorporated into the infographic, so stay tuned for that. So the first team, which is Halfmoon's team, this is the overall top team if you have the 30 faction talents into Lightbearers, and if you also have these heroes upgraded enough, like Rainier at Mythic Plus, Supreme Plus Twins, and then the Cassidy, Sonya, Sinbad, ideally all plus 10 exclusive equipment, and then also like ideally Supreme Plus on these heroes. So this is the team. However, the thing is, it does need 30 faction talents to get to its full potential. The Lightbearers unlock a very powerful upgrade at the final, like, stage 3 node, and that is why this is important. And actually, that's why Lightbearers are the overall top performer, and nothing can really compete with it. But at level 20, which is 20 faction talents, this is not the top performing team. And so that is something to keep in mind. And so it's kind of a luxury to be able to take a Lightbearers up to 30 faction talents. Like, I don't personally have it on any account. And like, until we're able to get all of our trees up to level 30, I think Lightbearer is probably going to be the last one that a lot of people upgrade, or the second to last, because the other ones like Maulers, Wilders, these are just more important overall, and it definitely Hypergene Celestials. So that is the first team. Now, I want to talk about ProEpi's team. I think ProEpi's team is great because like it's using a faction talent tile, which is Hypergene Celestial, which if people have these heroes built up, they're definitely going to be upgrading this faction talent tree. It is one of the priorities to upgrade in stage 3. Like either second or third priority to upgrade, and it is using Taline as a damage dealer on the tile, as well as Elijah on the tile. On the Stellar Bond are going to be Odie and Mikola, and Rainier in front of Odie. So again, you're going to need to have Rainier at Mythic Plus if you want this team to work. At level 20 faction talents, this is not the overall top performing team. However, at levels 30, it is competing for the top ranks. And so I think a lot of people, if you have Taline built, probably just stick to ProEpi's team, because then you don't have to like respec into Lightbearers just to get a higher scoring Glyphshade. It will do, this one will do just fine for you. With the Harmonic spell, as you can see on the side, if you have Supreme plus Taline, Supreme plus Odie, plus 10 exclusive equipment or above, that is important. Mikola, yeah, technically, if you look at the side here, it does show you that Mikola can work at Epic, and even in Halfmoon Team, Sonya can work at Epic, because they're mainly there for buffing, but it's not going to be the most effective at those levels. But yeah, that is basically it for ProEpi's team. Then we have Ricketsia's team, team number 3. So this team was the best performer, up until we got legendary charms, and up until we had level 30 faction talents. This was the top performing team. Now the problem is with legendary charms under the twins, for some reason it gives Sinbad an excess amount of haste, and that is causing him to have a weird timing of his like debuffs, Tracker's Instinct, and for the last 20 seconds of the match he's not being buffed up by Shakira because he's like behind the boss. So that is losing out on the damage output quite substantially. However, this is still a great team. It is an overall solid team, even despite that issue with the Blade Summon artifact. You have Elijah in the front, Lila and Stellar bonded to the Sinbad, and you just have no hero on the second Mauler faction tile because that would mess up the positioning. So overall, this is a top team. It is, if you have the twins, ideally at Supreme Plus, Sinbad at Supreme Plus like you can see here, and you need to have Shakira plus 10 exclusive equipment to give the attack buff to your allies, but the other two heroes, Kruger and Mikola, they don't matter that much in Ascension. So this is a good team. You can replace Shakira for Coco if you don't have Shakira plus 10 exclusive equipment, but you really want to be running this team if you have Shakira plus 10. But yeah, unfortunately, there hasn't been like a positioning that is going to work to allow you to have that perfect like crossover between the Shakira buff onto the Sinbad, and so that is why it's losing out on the damage. But this is still one of the top performing teams. Now we come down to the lower line, the lower row here. These are going to be the more free-to-play friendly teams. So we do have Ricketsia's team, which is using twins and the Odie comp. This can be a good option, for example, if you don't have Sinbad built, but you have all of the other heroes from Ricketsia's main comp. You can run this. There's not really much more to say about it. It is a Blade Summon artifact. It is weaker overall compared to the Sinbad version, but it isn't bad. It is still a good choice. Then we have Rymz's team. Rymz's team is very free-to-play friendly, is using just Shakira plus 10 exclusive equipment. The other heroes are more free-to-play friendly. If you don't have Sinbad, you can replace him for Lily May, as you can see in the infographic, and it also does really well So, yeah, you can use Shakira, Odie, Lilymay on the 2 faction talent tiles, and then Sonya and Mikola, and that is it with the Blade Summon artifact. So overall, pretty free-to-play friendly team, and for a lot of people, this is going to be the go-to team that they have. And for the Mauler faction talents, if you want to maximize the damage of this team, you just have to get up to 25 Mauler faction talents. You guys can check out my Primal Lord video later on today that we upload, but basically, that is going to maximize your damage output, because those are all of the offensive boss related nodes that you can upgrade. Then we have Rickettsia. So Ricketsia's team is going to be only 2 stars. This is the overall. I don't actually even recommend this team because it's using the twins, which is more like pay to win compared to Rymz's team, and is not doing as well as Rymz's team. Okay, now guys, we're going to show you the new team, which is basically all it is look at Halfmoon's team, do a symmetrical like a mirror image of it, and you're going to end up with the Lightforge team, because this is just basically to allow to have Sinbad on the rearmost tile so he can get the Lightforge buff, rather than in the previous comp of Halfmoon it has Elijah on the rearmost tile and then it would not be able to get Lightforge. So why is Lightforge good? Lightforge gives you execution and it ramps up Sinbad's damage. Now, execution is a very valuable stat if the boss's health is below 50%. So when the boss's health of Glyphshade drops below 50%, this comp, it might... there's still testing that needs to be done, but it does seem like this with Lightforge on Sinbad is outperforming the standard Blade Summon comp that we see of the standard Halfmoon. So that is basically all it is. It's a symmetrical image, and it is going to be Life Force Spell onto the Sinbad, and that is it. And as for the damage output, Soburn on difficulty 14, he got 1.4 trillion damage. Okay, so now guys, we're at a good timing to attack his below 50% health, the Glyphshade's boss. However, I'm not going to attack with the Lightforge team because I don't have my Lightbearer faction talents upgraded, and I just think it is not worthwhile attacking with that without it. So what we're going to do is we're going to do ProEpi's team. Okay guys, here we have the team formation, Elijah in the back, Lala in the front, Taylene also on the faction talent tile. And overall, this is a good team option. We'll watch the battle play out. This is a good overall solid team option. Now, I have 27 faction talents upgrade of Celestial Hypergeometry. I can show you guys that. I can even show you the 25 of Maulers, so you guys get an idea of what I'm talking about. But basically, yeah, that is going to be enough for the majority of their damage. The 30th final node of Hypergeon Celestial Tree, it does give you, it gives you the... it gives you a bit of damage on the first ultimate cast of the Prime Carrier, but honestly, I don't think it's that big of a deal. It's kind of like AoE damage and like energy drain, and of course energy drain is not going to work on the boss, so that really doesn't matter too much. So let's see, but overall I think we're probably going to hit like 1.3, maybe 1.2 trillion damage. I would definitely think 1.3 or above. Even with the 27 faction talents, I think it should be enough to get that. Because, like I said, this is one of the top performing teams. Not as good as the Lightbearer team of Halfmoon. However, that needs or really wants to have 30 faction talents in order to maximize that. So, yeah, and it's just too much effort to swap back and forth between the Lightbearer and then the other faction talent trees you're trying to upgrade. So when we actually are able to upgrade that, like it's probably going to be the 4th tree I upgrade, then we can just go for the Lightbearer team if you have the heroes, but otherwise you can just go for like this ProEpi's team, which is also really good, or even Ricketsia's Mauler team, which is also good. So there we go, 1.26 trillion damage, like nothing amazing for sure. However, it is not bad either. It is still a good overall solid team, and that is going to give us the rank 1 position, but yeah, I think people are not super competitive about like the top Glyphshade teams for my guild so far, because it kind of doesn't matter until the end. But anyway guys, hopefully this video was helpful. Let's quickly go over the faction talents. So 27, now 25, if you just want to do 25, just do the left side here of Hypergeon Celestial and this crit node. Forget about the ones on the right is only for this 1% attack boost to the Prime Carrier, not a big deal, but if you can go for 27, get that. For the Maulers, this is all you need. These are all the offensive options, and really just down the left side is all you need. This is just a bit of energy on hit. The left side is basically all of it. So that's it for the faction talents. But anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. That is going to be it for this one. I'll hopefully see you guys in the next video. If you're not already subscribed, guys, please smash that subscribe button. We're on a road to 20,000 subscribers. Let's hit it before the end of the season. Also, guys, feel free to join my AFK Journey Discord server. There's a link to that in the description of this video. I look forward to chatting with you guys there. But thank you guys for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next video. And as you can see, we do have a Primal Lord video coming up as well later today. But thanks for watching, guys. I'll hopefully see you in the next one. Until then, everyone, peace out for now.